of people, basically saying that it's a shame that Meghan Markle is not returning back here for the coronation. But according to a very good source, she needed this, apparently, from His Majesty the King, King Charles III. Strange times, don't you think, that a former cable TV actress can reach out to someone and basically say, I really need to know what's happening before I could commit. As ever, we have to say allegedly, but this is your breaking royal story of the day. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well today, and as ever, fine and dandy. It's great, isn't it, when you're looking forward to something like the coronation, because you start to look into other things, I didn't realise, for instance, that this particular favourite, which I think we've all probably tried at least once or twice in our lives, coronation chicken, was actually developed for the guests after the last royal coronation way back in 1953. I know, it's one of those staples now over here that you see in sandwich bars all the time, but according to a very good source, it all started back truly by accident. As ever, let me explain. Coronation chicken was a brainchild of the royal florist Constance Spry, who proposed a recipe of cold chicken in a curry cream sauce with a well-seasoned dressed salad of rice, green peas and mixed herbs. The royal family states that the dish was a hit and has been served at both royal banquets and throughout British kitchens ever since. So normally they were just one of those one-off things, isn't it, that people have a go at, that becomes a huge hit. Yes, I wonder if you got paid for that recipe. Who owns it in the end, You often wonder that in this branding world, don't you? Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. You see, as we recently told you with Meghan Markle, she was, up until 2 weeks ago, looking for a designer to come up with something we believed spectacular, of course, that she could wear for this particular coronation. Seemingly things went a little bit awry. We're not quite sure why. And, according to that good source, Meghan herself didn't necessarily want to miss out. She wanted to be there. But of course, once she saw what happened at the last big royal event, the Platinum Jubilee, many could not, of course, have foreseen this. Yes, that's right, being blocked out by a huge candle and sat behind Major Johnny, who was no doubt there under the direct instructions of our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. But the bottom line was, according to a very good source, that Meghan herself really required some kind of assurances as to not just Harry, where he was going to be sitting and what was going to be proposed and offered to them, but really what was their role within it. Now, many people might suggest that just being given the opportunity to attend such an historical event and given everything that you've thrown against King Charles and Camilla, then, maybe you should just be simply grateful. But seemingly as ever with Harry and Meghan, that doesn't necessarily run up to the top of the pile, does it? So moving forward, that really, according to a very good inside courtier, told me that, they just couldn't really agree on whether it was just going to be a simple invitation. Obviously, Harry wouldn't have a ceremonial role because he's a non-working royal. What did Meghan expect exactly? To be sitting next to Kate, alongside in the pews of Westminster Abbey? We'll truly never know. But the bottom line was, whatever was the discussion between said courtiers via email, which is a little bit worrying when you think, because I'm predicting at some point that they could instantly pop up, either in the forthcoming book that she's planning herself, or indeed perhaps with the book that somebody she's never spoke to, but allegedly helped with the book previously before. You get the picture. Either way, many people over here believe that King Charles and, of course, the rest of the courtiers within Buckingham Palace absolutely made the right decision. Meghan herself obviously will now have to live with the fact that she was invited but declined this wonderful historical opportunity. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.